Hi beauties, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. I'm always so happy that you're here. I want to talk about my favorite makeup of 2021. As I'm kind of scanning what's in front of me, I'm fairly certain that all of this stuff came out in 2021. If not, it is at least makeup that crossed my path in 2021. But like I said, I'm pretty sure everything came out this year. I think I tried some really good makeup this year. There just was some really good makeup this year. I didn't necessarily pick something from every category of my makeup just because it just didn't feel organic to me. Like if there wasn't a concealer or a mascara or something that stood out, I didn't want to be forced to pick a favorite. So I just sat down, brainstormed, I wrote down like just really quickly the first things that came to mind when I thought of like makeup that I have had so much fun using, makeup that performs well, makeup that I continue to want to reach for, makeup that I think about, makeup that gets me excited. You know the deal. So let's get into it. If that sounds like something you want to watch, please give me a like, subscribe, you know what to do. I guess we're just going to start in the typical fashion, logically, I guess, how I put on my makeup. I did not have specifically like a primer that stood out to me this year. However, I have a prime-ish product, and that's the Auric Glow Lusts. I've got a couple different shades. I have Morganite and Selenite. I'm pretty sure Morganite is like the fairest shade they have, and then Selenite. You guys, first of all, I guess this category can just be Auric in general. I mean, the launch was so exciting. I love Samantha Ravindal. I think that she put so much time and like thought and love into these products, and it shows. They're just genuinely incredible. I said it before, I mention them all the time. They're such just incredible like multi-use products. I do not have another product like this in my collection. I am wearing this today pretty much all over my face as I would a primer, even up under my eyes. You can mix this in with your foundation. You can use this over the top of your foundation as a highlighter. You can build it. You can get a very, very subtle, natural looking highlighter. You can build it up. It doesn't look cakey or flaky when you build it up. It's so good. It's just so good. As long as these are around, I will repurchase them. However, there's so much product in this. There's 35 mils in one of these. So it's gonna take me a long time to run through, but absolutely a repurchase product. And then I also bought 2 of the Smoke Reflect shadows with the initial launch. I wanted all 3, but when I got on the site, or not when I got on the site, when I made my mind up, when I decided that I wanted all 3, the other one was sold out. So didn't get it. I got Temper and Ego. Temper is kind of like the rose gold shade. So in case you don't know what these are, they're eyeshadows. You have like your potted cream shadow in the bottom, and then in the top you flip it up and you get a little mirror, and then you also have your powder shadow. So this I honestly wear all the time. The creams in these are so easy to work with, so easy to blend. You can wear them on their own and they're beautiful. You can build up the color. And of course, with, the powder on top, they're even more stunning. But this is Ego. It's kind of this like gunmetal silver color. So unique and so beautiful. And then this is the powder shadow. on top of that one. And then I just wanted to give a quick shout out to her holiday release. I got the two new Smoke Reflex, Entice and Disrupt. I have worn each of these once. Entice is just like this stunning olive green. And the shimmers that go with these ones are kind of unique. They're almost like, I don't want to say duochromes, but they just add such a cool dimension to the cream shadows that they're paired with. And then Disrupt is this red. It's just like this gorgeous ruby red. And then this one actually didn't excite me all that much when she revealed it, but then I saw the powder shadow on top of it, and you guys, it's just, this powder shadow is just next level. I mean, this one almost is like a duochrome. It's so gorgeous. So I have loved playing with those shadows. All right, moving on to foundations. I feel like I actually discovered a lot of really nice foundations this year. However, again, just kind of the first few things that came to mind that really stood out are, of course, you have to know my Fenty Eavesdrop is in here. I have a couple different shades of this. This is so gorgeous. I don't remember who it was, but somebody put this in their worst makeup of the year, and I was like, I was appalled. And I know that not everything works for everybody. Everybody's skin and our preferences are so different, so I get it. But I was just like, what? Like, no way. This stuff is so good. Now, I don't have dry skin. I think people with dry skin have different experiences with this. Maybe not as positive, but this stuff for me is incredible. It's like marketed as a skin tint, and it has phenomenal coverage. You will get some serious coverage with this. I mean, solid medium, if not more. And it has just like this beautiful blurring, like velvety finish. Love it. Love it. I will, without a doubt, 1000% repurchase this. Again, as long as it's available to repurchase it, I will be repurchasing it. The next foundation that I tried this year, I mean, wasn't even on my radar really. Who did I hear talk about this? Maybe Jamie Page, I can't remember, but the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, you guys, so good. This is so good. I'm wearing this today. I can't believe I slept on Clinique foundation for so long, because I think just this year I have at least 2 or 3 Clinique foundations in my rotation now, and they're all amazing. They're all amazing, but this one is probably my favorite. So it's a serum foundation, so it is like thinner consistency, but again, you get just really nice coverage. I feel like a good medium coverage. It doesn't look thick or cakey. It's so lightweight. This wears wonderfully throughout the day. It's amazing. And then my last foundation is like, this was such a dark horse this year. This just like came in and blew everything out of the water. The L'Oreal True Match. It's like their serum foundation with hyaluronic acid. You guys, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. This is your sign to run and get this. This stuff is like, it's incredible. I can't even understand what magic is in this, but I cannot stop reaching for this product. So it's a tinted serum foundation. So again, it is like a runny consistency, but you get incredible coverage with this. This gets wonderful coverage. There's like, it's hard to pick up on camera, but you might be able to tell a little bit here. There's this beautiful like pearlescence. Is that a word? Whatever. There's this beautiful like pearl thing, pearlescence that runs through this product, and it just looks so gorgeous on the skin. It gives you this, again, just almost like a blurred effect. It's not necessarily like a glowy or dewy, but I do feel a little bit like luminous, you know, a little bit radiant when I wear it. It just makes your skin look so healthy and so good. Again, I will continue to repurchase this as long as I can. I really hope, actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if these are going to be permanent or if these were like limited edition. I might have to go out and buy a couple more. Now, the only thing that sucks about this is this applicator. Like, it's so messy inside here. So I don't like that, but that's the only way that I can fault that product. Powders, I didn't really have a powder this year that stood out to me. I don't powder my whole face. However, I did incorporate, or I did purchase the Pat McGrath all over face powder. I do enjoy that. It's not something that I use every day. It's not like a staple or an absolute favorite, but I have enjoyed it. Under eye powders, you know that my Pat McGrath, whatever this is, Skin Fetish, Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. This stuff is just amazing. It's, again, I don't know what the heck is in this that like makes this translate to a beautiful under eye powder, but it's the magic of makeup and I love it. I am obsessed. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. What's next? What should we do? Let's do bronzer, because I actually feel like I found some really nice bronzers this year too. Bronzer and blush like had a moment this year. It was their year, I feel like, and I continue to be obsessed with cream products. It's an obsession that I don't think is gonna go away anytime soon, and I'm okay with that. So first thing that came to mind is my Make It by Mario sculpting stick. I have the shade light medium. I'm wearing this today. I enjoyed all of the Make It by Mario products I got, but this is just like a standout. It's so easy to use. It comes with a brush on the other end. I actually have used the brush that comes with it several times. I don't mind it. I think it's a fine brush. I love the tone of this. It's so creamy and like workable, blendable. It's beautiful. This was the year that I actually finally tried the Huda Tan Tour. Now, this, as I think about it, is probably an older product. This did not come out this year. This is like, yeah, this is an older product, but this stuff is good and you barely need any of it. Like, you barely need any. It's so incredibly pigmented, but it's just a good product. Like, it is just a good product. I love the tone. Again, I'm gonna be repeating myself with this stuff because all of these things have the same qualities that I love in cream bronzers. They're favorites because I like the shade. They're favorites because I like how easy they are to work with, how easy they are to blend. This does actually have really nice wear on it too. Like, this lasts and lasts. Now, I will say that the shades on this, I feel like tend to run pretty dark. I wouldn't normally get like a light shade. I would normally get like a light medium or sometimes even a medium, but light is plenty plenty pigmented. The other cream bronzer that I really, really found myself loving this year was the NARS Laguna cream bronzer. I know, who is it that loves Casino? Somebody just talked about Casino. Alana Davidson. She loves Casino. I haven't tried that shade, but Laguna is beautiful. I love the way it smells. I just, again, all the things that I have said, this has been a lot of fun to use. And then the only powder bronzer, as I thought about bronzers that I've really enjoyed this year, I had to include this one because I haven't even had it that long and I already have like a major dip in it. And it's my Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Tea. You guys, it is rare, like very rare, that I talk about Too Faced at all, that I even really think about Too Faced. Like, they're just not, it's just not makeup that I get excited about. But I told you, I saw Shan XO use this on her wedding day. Oh my God, like this stuff is so nice. It's sort of like a dual-sided bronzer, you can tell there. It has a gorgeous, gorgeous luminosity to it. It's buildable. Again, I love the tone. It's just, it looks stunning on its own. It looks stunning layered over cream bronzer. It's just like, this is beautiful. Moving on to blush, I have quite a few blushes too. I have been so into blush this past year. This is one, again, I don't know if it came out in 2021. I'm pretty sure it didn't. I think that this formula has been around for quite a while, but it just kind of came onto my radar this year, and I'm so in love with it. And it's my MAC Glow Play Blush in So Natural. You guys, I'm not going to talk about it too much. Like, if you've been watching, you know how I feel. This formula is for everybody. Like, everybody can use this formula. It's so easy. Even if you have absolutely zero experience with makeup and somebody handed you this product and told you to put it on, like, it would look flawless. It's so easy to use. This shade is beautiful. You can make it as sheer or as pigmented as you want. It builds beautifully. Love it. Love her. My next blush discoveries this year, these came out, I think, pretty early in 2021, but damn, are they good. My Vive Sunset blushes. Again, you know how I feel. I'm not gonna waffle on and on about these, but I have two shades. I have Pesca and Cherub. Pesca is this like apricot shade. Cherub is this pink. They are just so beautiful for a powder blush. Not too many powder blushes get me really excited, but these are gorgeous. It's one of those makeup products that is so intriguing because it's like the more that you wear it or the longer that you wear it, the better it looks. Like, halfway through the day, at the end of the day, like, these still look amazing. They look better than when I put them on. I want more. I want more shades because every single shade in the line is just absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, I have to shout out the Pat McGrath blushes. Like, she came out with some bomb blushes this year. First of all, the range was gorgeous. What did she come out with? Like 9 or even more, but so many shades, and they're beautiful. There's 2 different finishes on them. I got 2 of the shades. I got Desert Orchid and this is Divine Rose. I love them both. They are pigmented. I love the finish on them. Just easy to use, beautiful colors. I mean, the embossing's beautiful. It's a moot point, but they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful blushes. And then highlighters, I only have a couple. I haven't been too into highlighter this year, but I had to shout out my Makeup by Mario. This has been so much fun to use. I have the shade Pearl. It's just stunning. Like, first of all, it's almost unbelievable how soft this is, but gorgeous, and it melts into the skin. You see it there? It's like, it's just such a beautiful, like, oh, just look at it. You probably can barely even tell, but it just has, I mean, Pearl is the perfect name. It's just the perfect name. It's so soft and fine, and it just melts into your skin. It doesn't look like just a stripe of color. Love it. And then a liquid highlighter that I've been obsessed with that I cannot put away is the Rare Beauty. I have the shade Mesmerize. However, I have heard that all of the shades are beautiful. Oh, you guys, it's just a stunner. It's so easy to use. Again, it's like there's common theme here, okay? I don't really like to work at my makeup. I don't like makeup that is fussy or makeup that's going to like mess up the rest of my makeup look. And this will not. Like, you can put this liquid highlighter over a face full of makeup. It blends seamlessly. Again, just melts into your skin like butter. It doesn't sit on top. It doesn't, I just love it. I just love it. I've had such a good experience with this liquid highlighter that I'm kind of like nervous to try other ones because I'm afraid they're not going to be as good. I'm going to kind of compare them all to this, but we'll see. I'm open to trying more, but definitely a favorite. Now, eyeshadow. So I kind of already talked about my Auric eyeshadows. Those have been just absolute staples this year. And I think in general, this year has been more of a year for my single shadows, and I really don't have a lot, but I have found that that's just kind of like what I'm gravitating towards. I haven't been as enthused about eyeshadow palettes as I normally am. However, with that being said, there were really only a couple of eyeshadow palettes that stood out to me this year as ones that like I have really genuinely loved using. Now, I don't think this is gonna come as a surprise to you, and I have seen this palette on so many people's lists, but it's the Patrick Ta. I mean, and it's on these lists for good reason. It's just everything. It's everything, okay? You've got your little cream shadows here. It's just the most beautiful warm neutrals palette. I love that there's cream shadows in there. Like, it's just such a fun addition. I'm wearing this palette today actually on my eyes. I used the darkest cream shadow as kind of like just a liner right along my waterline. I used the other cream shadow under my eyes and blew that out. I used this shimmer here all over my lid. It's probably my favorite shimmer. I think what I love about these shimmers is like they're not overpowering, but they are still so incredibly beautiful. Like, I don't know, they're not the super opaque, foiled, metallic shimmers that I still love. I still love those, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about these like that is so unassuming but so incredibly gorgeous on your eyes. Like, I actually think this palette is back in stock now, and I know it's a little bit more expensive. So spend your money in a way that is wise for you, but I like 100% recommend that palette. If you are a neutrals lover, you won't be able to put it down. Like, I think about that palette all the time. It's like, it's my favorite. And then the other palette that I just have to mention, because it's, again, it's just been so much fun to use, and I sometimes have to stop myself from using it, is my Natasha Denona Retro palette. Ugh, I mean, hello. It's gorgeous, and I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. It's a palette that I wasn't even really thinking about. Like, of course I saw it come out and I was like, oh, like, that's pretty. I wasn't like clamoring to buy it, but then the more and more that you see something and you see people using it, I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. You know, I don't really have too many Natasha Denona palettes. I had the mini Zendo and the regular Zendo, and this like just blew them out of the water. This, I mean, all of the formulas in this are so incredibly beautiful. All of these tones work well together. Like, I love the mauvey tones, but I love the addition of like these browns that are a little bit more cool leaning. It's just fun. It has just been so much fun to use this palette. And that's kind of what I have loved about my makeup this year, is that I just have realized that I want things to be fun and I want things to be easy. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a sign of the times. Like, everything else is so fucking confusing and hard, and I want makeup to always be like a fun space for me and therapeutic for me, and I just want the products that I use to be the same. I want them to be beautiful and easy. I don't know. That's it. I don't have anything else. I didn't have any lip products. Lip products didn't really excite me this year. I think the only like collection of lips that I bought was the new Propa collection, but was that in 2021? I don't remember. It might have been like early this year or late last year. I don't remember. Anyway, I really haven't bought too many lip products or gotten excited about lip products this year. So that's it. That is going to round out my 2021 makeup favorites. I would absolutely love to know what your makeup favorites are. If you want to leave them in the comments, if you have a video like this, link it. I love watching these videos. I love seeing what gets people excited and what people are, you know, spending their money on. But again, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you've made it this far, please give me a like. It means a lot to me. Subscribe. I would love to have you stick around for some more. But until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, beauties.